такі уламки. Це от він мені застряг. Такий метал.
Safe and stitched up, Oleg holds the wad of metal that nearly ended his life.
В автівці їхав.
My soldier and I were in the car. The SUV came under fire and exploded behind the car. The glass flew out and wreckage flew into the cabin.
The metal embedded in his skin was so hot it burnt the hands of the soldier, putting pressure on the wound, trying to stop the bleeding. For security reasons, Global News is not revealing the full names of the wounded soldiers here, nor any identifying details about this facility. 52-year-old Yevgen was also hit with shrapnel that tore through his vehicle.
A fragment hit me in the thigh, pierced to the bone, but it's not a problem. We will get through it.
The men openly detailed their injuries, the stages of care from point of injury through to reaching a hospital, but both remain concerned for their comrades in combat. Oleg, a father of two, gets emotional when I ask about his recovery. After a moment, he explains that he feels helpless in the hospital bed.
Я, по-перше, перепрошую, ви таке задали питання.
I am sorry, I did not expect such a reaction from myself, because the guys from my unit, younger men and not as experienced as me. My thoughts are always with them.
It's a common sentiment, says this field medic crew. The soldiers they're assigned to treat and transport to hospital are often unwilling to accept the gravity of their injuries.
There's many shrapnel injured, many shotgun wounds, but many concussion.
A few weeks after the full invasion of Ukraine by Russia, Oleg Belotskyy left his motorcycle racing career to drive an ambulance. Global News was invited to a staging area where these volunteers were gearing up for another rotation near the front lines.
I'm not feeling like Superman. Every time I'm scared, I every time have pants. Every rotation.
It's an honest answer about a terrifying war that heavily relies on donations, including these ambulances.
Це дуже важко.
Back at the hospital, the chief sergeant says he found solace in a visit from some of his company.
Вони живі, всі здорові.
They are alive and healthy, and that is important to me.
Both men say as soon as they can, they'll put their uniforms back on and return to the fight. Crystal Goomansingh, Global News, Dnipro, Ukraine.